All right, so the original title was I'm a slave to my stepmom. They changed it to my stepmom is too controlling, I hate my life. I think the original was better. We're going in with the mentality that she's a slave and gets eaten by conjoined twins. Who knows what's gonna happen today? But let's find out. Here we go.
Know the old evil stepmom cliche? I
do.
bet you think it's a big old lie.
I
I
don't.
even bet you think that this kind of woman only exists in fairy tales, right?
All right, you're betting too much about me. Already given this video a dislike, honestly.
Well, you'd be so wrong. Because I have an evil stepmom and she's basically
Ew,
made me
look.
her complete and total slave.
Fart power.
Let me tell you a bit about my
Stupid.
family so you can
Sorry.
understand how this happened. I was born to a very wealthy dad and an
Hello, Dad.
incredibly sweet mother.
Hello,
I
Mom.
barely remember anything about her. Since
Oh, I thought they were saying her birth was taking place at a graveyard. I was like, hold up now. You got some vampire parents.
she was gone by the time I turned a year old. But there are videos and photos of us together. She
Wait,
cut
video? Hold up. Videos. You were a year old. No, that makes sense. I'm just,
cuddled
there weren't
me
videos when I was a
tightly and read
kid,
to
really,
me.
kind of, but
And
like,
the favorite part of
I
my
don't have
house
them.
still is our library nowadays. I feel like I can connect to my mom in that spot, reading the
She pretty loaded if she got a library with that many books in it. Each book is like $20. You got like 50,000 books. Okay.
books that belong
Very
to
well
her.
off.
But before we move on, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and activate the notification bell. This will let you live 20 amazing years longer. Trust me, it
That really
works.
triggers me. I'm
Not that
gonna
I
lie.
have too much time to read. Anyways, at least not about stuff that isn't related to my homework. Why?
Ooh.
Well, because of my stepmom, Elena.
her.
You see, Elena was my mom's nurse.
Oh,
She
no.
got super sick during her pregnancy,
Your dad married your mom's nurse?
and she never quite
That's kind
recovered.
of messed up.
So my dad, being the wealthy man that he
Oh,
was,
yeah, they are
decided
rich.
to hire someone to take care of my mom 24/7. That was a great idea, but he picked the wrong woman. Elena came highly recommended, and everyone seemed to think she was an angel or something.
Oh, look at
But in
her.
reality, she was anything but.
Oh,
I
look
don't
at
have any
her.
proof about it, but I'm pretty sure that she spilled bad things into my mom's food.
Guys, I'm just going to say, what's up with moms being evil? Like, my mom's evil, a lot of evil moms out there. Like, why can't moms just be cool? Quit being Karens, all right? Be cool moms. Quit being Karens. We don't need that.
Because I know now that she was the only one that handled her meals. The cooks couldn't ever take the trays of
Look
food
at
to
the
my
dude's
mom.
mustache.
It was just Elena, every
Okay.
single time. And
She
if my
poisoned her.
mom got sick after she ate something, Elena said it was just a reaction
Oh my gosh, I just realized she was bringing her food because the food was human bodies.
of her sickness, not of any food poisoning or something like that. My dad trusted Elena fully, and he still does. She even got him to fire 2 babysitters after I was born.
I'm just saying, there's a story of a dude who used to kill people and grind up their bodies and put them in hamburger meat and then feed them to people. And I think that's what's happening here.
When they began suspecting about her
pretty confident,
attitude with
actually.
my mother, Elena claimed that these girls were stealing. How do I know all of this? Well, there
How?
is one person Elena never managed to get my dad to fire, and
You.
that's the housekeeper.
Oh, okay.
She's been with my dad for decades, and so he trusts her a whole
Why is everyone
lot.
so wrinkly in this
Elena
episode?
knows
Like, you notice that? Normally they don't have any wrinkles. They actually added wrinkles to every person right now.
not
Just
to go against
odd.
her. But not even the housekeeper has the guts to tell my father all about her
Why not?
suspicions. Elena has my father wrapped around her
Oh.
little finger after all. And Mirtha, the housekeeper,
Oh, wow,
can't
okay.
quite risk her job for nothing, you know? Anyways,
seem too
my mom
bad.
passed away a little after my first birthday.
We know.
And guess how long it took Elena to seduce my dad?
1 month.
Well, let me reply to that question with a very simple answer. They were married 2 months later.
Aw.
Sounds super fishy, right?
Why
That's
two?
because it is. To everyone outside our home, Elena is the
Are we just going to ignore the fact that their hands look like... What? What in the what now? What? Why would you curve it? No one's hand's curved.
perfect woman. She's sweet, kind, super smart, and such a loving wife.
She's a dog.
She even
She's like
claims to
panting.
raise me as if I was her real daughter, and
Aw.
says she loves me as much as she does her biological children. Oh, my husband's daughter is the light of my life. I've only had boys, so she's my little girl. I adore her, she claims, and her smile is so fake. I can't believe someone believes her. You see, Elena has a son that
When does the slave to your stepmom probably start? Because like we kind of like, you know.
is 2 years older than me, and then 2 children that were fathered by my dad.
Oh.
I love my baby brothers, but hate my
They're why aren't they
step-sibling
TikTok
because he
dancing?
is just as mean-spirited as Elena. Elena is very clever about the way she mistreats me. She never does it in front of other people, at least not in front of anyone who is of
Okay.
importance. Sure, she tells me horrible things when a maid is around, because
Okay.
she knows that if they tell on her, She
They'll
can
be
get them
fired.
fired in an instant.
I can
But if a
predict this
guest
story so well. I've called it twice now. I'm ready,
or
guys.
family friend comes over, she's as sweet as sugar. No one believes me when I say that she's evil. And
Wow.
people just think I'm a rebellious teenager or
You
something.
probably are.
Elena
I'm on their side. Your mom seems perfectly normal. You haven't shown me a single thing she does that's weird. We're 3.5 minutes in. I'm on team mom. Let's go.
even convince people that I'm taking medication for my anxiety.
You probably
and
are.
that way, whenever I say something about her, everyone just assumes it has to do with my nerves or
I
something
agree.
like that.
This whole story is because she's taking medicine, guys. Team
The
mom.
poor
Let's
thing
go.
is always on edge. I don't know how to calm her down sometimes. Elena lies
She
through her
Irish?
teeth, and even Dad thinks that's true. It's terrible. I don't know how to deal with it any longer. Now, you might be asking yourself,
This is a
why
terrible
doesn't my
story
dad do
so far.
something about it?
I'm just gonna
I
point
told
that
you
out.
he is
This
a
is
very
horrible.
wealthy man.
Yep.
He has to travel all around the globe and only spends a few days a month at home.
Okay.
That means that his wife is in charge of handling everything around the house. And I mean everything. His sons, his daughter, his stepson,
me.
the maids, and
And
cooks,
me.
and purchases everything. So she
didn't say
rules
me.
over the house with an iron fist. I have a closet filled with pretty clothes that she buys for me so that when my father is home, he sees that I really have the prettiest outfits
Literally, you're just making her sound like the best stepmom ever. She buys me all this, like,
to wear. But when he's not around, I'm only allowed to use certain items, and those are never the pretty and expensive ones.
I mean, I don't think that's good, but like, I don't know. She's not evil.
Why does
yet.
she do this? I don't know. Maybe she resents the fact that I'm not her real daughter. She treats her 3 sons so much better than she does me.
Okay.
And what's worse, if I want anything at all around the house, I have to work for it.
That's how it was for me.
I'm expected to get nothing but A's if I want any money at all.
That literally is how I grew up.
Which might sound reasonable until you discover that
Okay.
I don't only use my allowance to go out with my friends, but also to have privileges around the house.
What?
Want to take a long bath instead of a quick shower? I have to pay for it.
Okay, that's all right.
Want
We're getting
extra
into the weird
pillows?
part now.
You bet I pay for it too.
Oh,
Want to
okay.
use one of the pretty dresses I only get access to when Dad's around? I pay for it as well. Elena is really clever about it too. She doesn't use money for these payments,
Oh,
as she
what?
knows that could be traced back to her. Instead,
Hold up.
she uses points. I have a certain allowance she gives me every month. My dad sets that amount, and
What?
it's really high, but she is the one that manages it. So she assigns a certain amount of points to that money.
This is so weird.
Whenever I want something, I get taken points away. I can have all my money if I want it.
I mean, in a way, though, I still kind of see like this could be a cool little thing to do with your kid for like a month to teach them the value of like money. You know, this could.
But then I can't ask for anything around the house at all. Not even for a good meal. I have to pay points to eat what the rest of the family is having. I don't get starved or have to go around without clothes. I get only the super basic stuff to
Oh my gosh, this girl's just whining. You have such a privileged life right now.
survive, unless I pay
I'm
for
upset.
the
I'm triggered.
privileges. So most of the months, I have almost no money to use on myself at all.
I was freaking clicking on ads as a kid. Dude, have I complained enough about this one?
Another cruel game
This is the first time I am on the evil person's
she
side.
plays with me is making me do chores around the house, just for laughs. I told you about the staff that works at my
Are we
dad's
kidding?
house. We have a housekeeper, maids, cooks, gardeners, everything. I don't have to do anything at all around the house, but she wants me to do everything just because it's to teach you responsibility.
I was about to say, that'd probably be a pretty good lesson to know like how to not be how you are.
She claims.
What the heck?
But she
I
does
hate this
so with
story
a
right
big,
now.
cruel
Oh
smile.
my gosh.
She wants to mess with me. So Elena has me clean her clothes or cook food for her eldest son or
Okay.
tend to her rose garden. She knows I'm allergic to cats, and so she also forces me to take care of the cats she adopted merely to mess with me. I'd love
Aw.
to know why she does this to me, and I really hate her
So
for
sad.
it. She's such a cruel, mean woman. Elena, please quit it.
Look, we got real different definitions of cruel right now, so I don't know.
I can't take you messing with
Really?
me all the time, I told her once, and she just laughed, shrugging nonchalantly. I'm not doing anything to you that you don't deserve. She replied as if it was no big deal. I'm just 16 years old. I don't
I'm just 16.
understand why a grown woman would think I deserve to live like that. You
Okay.
can just run away if you want to, you know. I think that she wants me to leave so that only her real biological sons will inherit my dad's fortune.
Okay.
Like she hated my mother or something, I'm not sure. And the worst part is, I don't have any proof of what she does. She's
What?
so
Like none of like we're at 7.5 minutes in. You're not feeding her dead bodies. There's no conjoined twins. Is this a story time story or is this a freaking episode of Barney?
clever and always keeps me from trying to
Powderpuff
record any
Girls
good
level.
evidence. She chooses her words really carefully, so nothing sounds incriminating. I'm tired of living that way, and I can't.
Like seriously, guys, drop a comment below if you want 5 years of good luck. Is this am I wrong? Like, is she just being a baby?
wait
Like,
to finally leave my house and move out to college. But I'm really worried she'll try to convince my dad not to pay for my tuition. I can imagine her telling him that it's what's best for me.
I mean, I don't think it's like a bad sure, learn the lessons and like you got to work. I had to work for it, man. Like, it's just
To teach me responsibility or something.
I
To
hate this
work for
girl.
what I want, you know?
I hate this
That
girl
would
so
be
much.
heartbreaking. My relationship with my dad is already bad enough because he refuses to believe the monster his wife is. I don't think it would survive him cutting me off completely.
I'm just waiting for something really bad to happen. So I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, her mom was evil. Okay, I get it.
I'll be
but
honest.
We're not there yet.
The worst part is that Elena has thrown away every single thing that belonged to my mom. Clothes, jewelry, photos, everything but her books. Do you know
It's
what
not
she told
good.
my dad to convince him? There are too many memories here, honey. You'll never be able to heal and move
I agree with that
on
in a
this
way. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
she actually did say that. And my
maybe that's wrong, but like to me, I would say like, yeah, it's probably healthy to not hang
Father
on to that
agreed
forever.
with her.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I really don't know the answer to that
I
one.
can't
But again, it doesn't seem like it's. I could see both sides. I think is what I'll
believe that
say.
worked. I would have never listened to such terrible advice. I have 2 more years to go until high school is over. And
Oh
it's
my
getting
gosh.
harder and harder. She expects me to do more and more every single passing month. And she scolds me for the smallest mistakes. You are getting older, you should know better. She tells
Oh
me,
my
berating
goodness,
me
I
constantly,
hate
claiming that she's just doing it because she
story.
supposedly cares about me. But I know that she doesn't love me at all. I'm just my stepmom's slave. And I don't know if I'll be able to survive 2 more years of this, especially if it's about to get worse.
Who's the story writer for this one? I demand them to be fired immediately.
Our housekeeper really does help me with the chores my stepmom sets for me. And she smuggles things like pillows and blankets when I don't pay for those luxuries,
This makes me
which
so
is really
mad.
a relief.
I
I
hate
try
this
to be
video.
really stealthy
Oh my
about
gosh.
that.
Come on, give us
since
something
I
weird
don't
before
want
it
my
ends.
stepmom to have any excuse to fire the one and only ally I have in that house. My younger brothers are really sweet and I love them dearly.
You
They
guys-
haven't inherited any of my
Oh my
stepmom's
goodness.
cruelty. My older stepbrother, though, is a monster. He gets everything he wants, is completely spoiled, and even flirts
Wow.
with me when my dad isn't around. It's so icky, and I hate having
It's
him
so
around.
icky.
Luckily,
Okay.
he's at college, so he only visits every now and then. If he was there 24/7, I would lose my freaking mind. Believe me. Thanks for watching.
Guys, this was the worst storytime story we've ever seen in a long, like literally by like miles. Nothing weird happened. You didn't eat anybody. There's no island full of girls. You're just a normal spoiled brat girl whose mom is kind of weird and annoying. But man, this doesn't deserve a video. If I rated this on a scale of 10, I'd give this a 2. Maybe. This was so bad. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like that screen. I'll see you all in 2 days. Peace.